What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Video Game Collectors Podcast. I am Josh Byerly, and we have our host, Matt Rose, with us today. And today we're going to be talking about video games and what's happened in the world of video game collecting in the last week. We're not going to be doing that, Matt? We are. Okay.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
March 1st, we've made it 2 months. Video game collecting podcast. We're doing good every week. So,
Ish.
yeah, we're going to stick to it. Staying on top of it.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun.
Lots happened in the last week or so. Let's just start it off with CGC lowered their prices on graded stuff.
Oh, you want to start with that? Okay.
Sure, let's pull that up. We'll start there.
Yeah, let me pull it up and then let me flip to it. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
Yep, CGC video game service and fees. They've lowered their pricing. It looked like Matt McClellan and Jason Broussard did an Instagram live today, and I didn't have time to watch it all, but this was one of the first things they led with, talking about the price structure going down. So Matt, if you scroll down, we can show everybody what's going on. Looks like your standard price per game at a max value, so $2,500 and under, is $40, and the current turnaround is 15 working days right now.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty quick, $40. That includes sealed, CIB, and cartridge video games.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. All right. Walkover looks like, I don't know if that's changed. Crossover standard. So it looks like they're going for the jugular at WATA, and that they will cross over a WATA game for $30.
In 15 and have it done in 15 days.
Yep.
Video game. Oh, specifically. So what about
specifically WATA? It also says a video game and a VGA holder may be submitted to CGC video game by selecting one of the regular grading tiers. So it is gloves off is what it looks like to me.
It's kind of like
going right for the neck.
We'll punch WATA, but we'll just slap VGA. Is that what they're saying?
So, yeah, that's what it looks like to me. Just relaying the information.
Sure.
$30. They want to get those WATA games and a CGC holder.
That's competition. Okay. That's fine.
That's fair. Competition is fair.
Yep. Just scroll down to pedigree and then.
Yeah, I don't know if anything else has changed. That looks like what it is. It doesn't say. It looks like they've just grouped everything together under one tier. So no special pricing for modern, no special pricing for not modern.
I still kind of like this from a fun aspect, but realistically, I wouldn't want to be able to put anything on the front of my graded game, but it's kind of fun.
Yeah, realistically, it's up to them too if you're able to print it. So
yeah,
it's cool. I would imagine, I think there's other grading companies that do that as well. I think that exists in grading money currency that people can personalize things.
Oh,
and maybe that's with NGC. I'm not sure, but I've heard of it.
Huh.
So it's a print something on there. Let's get another $10.
That's hilarious. I love it.
I mean, it's a revenue stream. Let's be real, right?
Yeah, sure. So,
not a bad idea.
Okay, what next?
Okay, so yeah, we do a little plug there. Talk CGC. They lowered the pricing.
Yep.
Not necessarily plugging anybody, just sharing. And then WATA did a announcement as well. They are grading small box PC grading right now. Small box PC games. So what I've read that to entail is DVD sized games, double DVD games. They have the sizes there that they can accommodate, and standard jewel case or double jewel case too.
Got it.
Here's what it says specifically. So what qualifies? Single DVD, double DVD, jewel case, and slip sleeve all make the cut.
Got it. Well, that's cool.
If you are submitting one of these but don't see your game listed in the submission game list, please select, or it doesn't say please, says select placeholder PC games game or placeholder Mac game instead. So we're grouping Mac games under there as well. Personal computer. Macs were personal computers. They weren't Dells.
I don't know.
Okay, so we got those out of the way,
Okay.
and
Hop right into let me
hop right into some sales that we
all right.
saw this
I'm
last
gonna
week.
I'm just pointing these out because these were cool. Basically, I love these landfill games. I think they're just cool. I'd love to have one. I don't have one, but so there were three in the. Oh my gosh, what am I? Why am I spacing off the auction? It's probably right in front of me.
The Pioneers video game auction, Matt.
Thank you. The
There
Pioneer
you
auction.
go. There you
Lots
go.
of Atari goodness. So there's a Centipede. This one sold for $1,110. The ET, this is a classic one you think about when you think about the landfill games. That went for a solid price, 2640. I don't know what these used to sell for in history. Maybe Josh can guide us on that, because I know there used to be certification companies that used to just make their own cases and have these in there. And then there was a Miss Pac-Man, which I just didn't ever stop and think about other games being in the landfill. Again, that's right around the $1,100 mark.
Yeah, they're cool, right? So
Yeah.
I didn't know there was Miss Pac-Man in the mix. I'd never seen one before, but that's an ugly Pac-Man for garbage standard too. Uh,
It is first print,
it's first
or
print.
maybe
No, they weren't.
second, because it's not.
Yeah, you can pinpoint an era, right? So that 82, 83 era is really interesting. This is this is cool. I have one. It's not in a WATA holder. It's not in any holder. It's in a plastic bag. I got it shipped from New Mexico when I bought it from somebody that had some of this stuff. And mine's Defender, but I do plan on encapsulating it. I like the idea of encapsulating these things mainly because as a collector, you're buying this thing as a collectible, right?
Yep.
It is a pain in the rear to display this item that's just chilling in this Ziploc bag I have. So what they do is all the Alamogordo Alamogordo games, they came with a COA that the city created, and they made the documentary about this, right? So they come with this COA. WATA takes the COA and they put it inside their holder, which is really cool. So you can see that this is like an official item from that.
Yep.
This is like really cool to me, and a perfect example of how WATA has diversified and done different things, just outside of grading a sealed game with a high grade. These all have the GEN grade of genuine. So it's a genuine item. It's an authentic item from this landfill.
So when they do Gen, I know we've talked about this in the past. They just automatically put NS for no seal, even though technically this has a seal.
I don't know, actually. Give me 1 second, Matt. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Interesting. I dig that COA on the top though. I don't know. I think that looks cool. Also at the bottom here, I want to look back on this one. Okay, I don't see it on the ET, but on this Miss Pac-Man, it looks like there's like maybe a dead centipede in here. Or I don't know, maybe there's some sand building at the bottom. But
yeah, I think that these things, they literally are crumbling. The Defender that I have is crumbling inside the bag. So I would imagine that these crumble.
Oh, so this could actually not be in the original seal. This could be in a bag.
No, it's definitely in the original seal, or is just extremely faded.
Okay.
Well,
because like the ET is not in anything.
No, it's not in anything.
And then
I'm thinking it's not in any sort of plastic, Matt.
Centipede is not in anything. Man, look.
Yeah, they're cool. They all ended for $1,100 or so, right? So
not the ET. The ET is
ET is always the game, right? Because this is the
story.
Urban legend before it was actually confirmed. You could always look at Atari Age or Digipress, and it was like this thing. It was documented that Atari games got dumped in the landfill, and it was always said that it was ET. Got dumped in the landfill. They buried them because it was such a shitty game. When realistically,
they dumped all of them.
It's not that bad of a game. There's worse games on the 2600, worst first party or licensed games on the 2600. But what I think it illustrates was this was like the downfall of the video game crash, right? So here's the crash of 1983 or whatever, and all this dead stock, and Atari's solution was, let's pick it up, go throw it in the dump and bury it. It's done. And so it wasn't just ET, but ET was like the whipping boy.
Why would you just dump it all and just not sell it for like, $5?
They couldn't sell it. People weren't buying the crap.
Wow. Okay.
That's really what it came down to.
There is another game on my list here that we want to get to, though. Boom. Did you see it?
Yeah, talk to me about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Matt.
I know. Well, all I know is what I've been told, and all I know is that this is crazy rare, and that there's supposedly, through just what collectors know, the bigger collectors know, there's two of these, right? I think one of our viewers comments on the videos and was talking about this, and that's actually where I picked it up. So that's crazy. Even if there's a couple more, that's nuts. That because there's been Atari collectors forever, and to only know of two of these sealed. That's
Yeah,
wild.
I think that there are, there are people that collect Atari that just don't post on the internet too.
Sure.
There's people like Rick out there that will have something like this. There's other people that just don't share what they have in that world because they've been doing it so long.
Yeah.
They're still very rare. It's always been a chase game, right? A game to track down and add to your collection. And why not? You get the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. What an iconic piece of culture from the 70s. And what's the other one? Halloween.
Yeah.
So these two games, they were released by Wizard Video Games. And if you're not familiar with Wizard, they were the video distributor for the first company to distribute Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So it appears that, they're like, okay, let's do a video game as well. I would imagine that many of these maybe ended up in rental stores back in the day. But they're really rare. They never had plastic. They're awesome.
Yeah,
I'd love one. I've always wanted one. So
there's so much going on this cover. It's
yeah, man.
It's awesome.
It's 100% awesome. I think the individual in the comments was a consigner and wasn't happy with the price, I believe they said. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, in our comments. But that's, you roll with the punches sometimes. And still sold for $9,300 less whatever the buyer premium was.
Yeah, has there been a previous sale of a sealed copy that was more?
No. New old stock copy? No. Not that I'm aware of. But it's cool.
I think it's badass.
Toby Hopper.
I think it's awesome.
Okay.
Hooper.
All right. We got a CGC CIB Pokemon Yellow first printer right here. 9.2 overall. Sold for $1,400, $1,425 with 75 bids.
Wow. For CIB, that's wow.
Yeah, it seems high, but it's a nice copy. A 9.2, it doesn't seem that out of control, I guess.
Wow. And it's wow that it's a 9.2 as well.
Yeah, CGC is getting their legs under them, so I don't know what a 9.2 box is with CGC right now. I don't know their standards versus other grading company standards that I'm attuned to, I guess. So the box is graded a 9.4 at CGC. Yeah. I didn't look over this one too close. I just thought it was a notable sale because it was a CIB Pokemon Yellow for $1,400.
Sure. That's wow.
All right. Moving along, we got Paperboy. Ooh. This is a factory sealed WATA copy in 8.5A oval seal.
Ooh. That's sought after.
Yeah, $2,000 sold for opening bid. I think that's a good deal. I want to say there was a lower copy that sold for more in Heritage Weekly recently.
I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, I want to say it cleared $2,000. And it was like an 8.0A oval.
Tough game. Just tough game to get sealed.
Could be wrong. Cool game. Paperboy's a classic.
That was one of the fun ones. Especially in the arcade with the stand up with the little The bike handlebars.
Yeah.
Good times.
Okay, Clay Fighter Sculptor's Cut cartridge and box. No manual. $3,350. Box looks decent.
What did these used to sell for? I mean, I can see a crunch there, but it looks...
Yeah, crunch. There's some tape. There's some stickers. It looks decent. Doesn't look great. You could remove the stickers. The value in this damn thing is going to be the manual first, the box second, then the cartridge. So
really,
yeah, the manual's impossible.
Wow.
Always has been.
Didn't know that.
So this sold for $3,350. I feel like it's in line with where a fair condition box copy would go for. And if it had the manual, I think I don't know what you're pushing, $7,000 for one CIB. Yeah, dude, it's the game on N64, right? Nobody, it's the rare game. You can do the damn set, but when you start going down the if you get this out of the way and you go down the rabbit hole of variations on N64, that's when it gets a little tough. You get like the what's that stupid one? The Gauntlet Legends that has the pewter figure. That's impossible. Or the Rampage big box Walmart exclusive that comes with the plush. So cool game. $3,300.
Wow.
Yep.
Japanese Sonic. Japan.
Yeah, this is a Mega Drive. Is it Japanese?
It says that's what it says in the title.
No, that's not Japanese. This is a European version. If it was a Mega Drive Japan, there would be Japanese text on the front. It's a different box completely.
So this
game is made in Japan, but it is a PAL release of Sonic.
Okay. For $2,125, 948 plus. How do you feel about that? Did you disappear? Did I lose everybody?
No, I disappeared for a second. I'm sorry, I had to walk away.
Okay. I was like, I don't have the screen pulled up, so I can't see if you like walked
you can't
away.
see. Yeah, I thought you could see me.
No.
I had to walk away for a second. Sorry about that.
Okay.
What were you saying? You said that this sold for
$2,125, 94A plus. I mean, man, I'm almost surprised this didn't sell for. I mean, PAL though. PAL.
Yeah, it's uncommon. I assume it has a sticker seal on the side.
Yep.
Yes, it does. Look at that. It's cool.
Looks cool.
I dig it. Okay, we got ourselves
what in the world?
This is Donkey Kong Hockey, Nintendo Game and Watch. So these are the micro versus systems. They're pretty interesting. Sold for $3,383 plus shipping.
Wow.
This world of collecting for Game and Watch games has always been expensive for the rare box games like this. So pretty uncommon. Really cool artwork on there.
It's got
Donkey Kong with a hockey stick and Mario.
That's just wow.
It's cool, right? So you could play against your sister like this.
That's so crazy.
I love the price sticker on top there. $29.99.
There are a couple of zeros off, but that's fine.
Really cool item. Something you don't see every day.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, Game and Watch collecting's neat. This I thought was a good deal. This is a 85A Turtles in Time, made in Japan, sold by D-Rob Gaming for $6,300 open auction. I think that at PWCC we sold an 85A for around $5,500. I'd have to check.
So it's kind of the going price for that range.
Yeah, it's sold a little better on eBay. I don't think it's the same copy though. So pretty neat. $6,300. I do think it's an undervalued game. Turtles in Time, made in Japan, is pretty tough to get. So I was watching this one. I thought I'd throw it up here. It's Adventures of Batman and Robin for the Sega Genesis.
Mhm.
And WATA 96A++. This is a nice copy. I want to say it's recently graded too. There were some of these that came out of Korea or South Korea a couple 10 years ago. And they were pretty nice. I had some. I think I sold 2 or 3 of them for like $400 or $500 a piece back then. But it was like a Korean case pack of them. But they are US versions of the games. They were just exported to South Korea and sold there. Really nice, $1,175, 96A++. It's a rare Sega Genesis game. I will give it the rare stamp of approval. Fun video game too.
Great grade. Getting an A++ anymore is like, man.
Yeah.
I love this one.
How do we not see this shit, Matt?
I don't know. Because I have Superman saved in
I
my
have Superman as a save search too, and I did not see this.
And the title's Superman, so I don't know how it.
I totally missed it. This is a Sears Telegames blue box is what they are, but the Sears Telegames version of Superman. Always been a tough game to find the box and manual for. There's a picture label version of Superman, Sears Telegames Superman as well, which is quite a bit harder than the standard text label. But what you're paying for here is the box and the manual, which are next to impossible to get. This isn't the nicest copy. I venture to say that there's not going to be a factory seal copy of this game found in the next 20 years. So get a CIB and get it graded. It's an epic piece.
So you're saying the cart itself has a picture version that's harder to get?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
But it would have had the same box. It would have had the same manual.
Same box, same manual.
Okay.
As far as I know.
Okay.
$336.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Deal.
Really cool.
I like it.
All right. Here we have an okay condition CIB Mega Man 7. This is just neat to see like where rare average condition is falling right now. Mega Man 7 has always been a bitch to find. Pardon my language. $785 open auction, 34 bids.
Wow.
If you're doing a complete box set, man, Mega Man 7, tough. Factory sealed, non-existent. This and Mega Man Soccer are insane sealed. So I really like seeing a game like this go open auction. Fun to see a result on a rare Super Nintendo game.
I don't know if I've ever played it.
Yeah.
Well,
wanted to show this one. It's a prototype of Super Spike Volleyball. It was sold out of Sweden. Don't recognize the seller name unless it's somebody that's changed their name. $411. I believe I used to have a Super Spike Volleyball prototype. I don't think this is it. I thought this is a notable sale because, not because it's a prototype, not because it's Super Nintendo, because it definitely isn't Super Nintendo, as the title states, but because it is a first-party NES game prototype.
Mm-hmm.
So first-party NES games, prototypes, were pretty much lock and key at Nintendo. There's instances of some of these being out there, but they're far and few between compared to other prototypes. Nintendo wasn't like, hey, I'm sending the Super Mario 3 to GamePro for them to review, right? They weren't doing that because they had Nintendo Power.
Maybe
so first party Nintendo NES prototypes are rare.
Maybe this person used to work for Nintendo and they fled the country and that's why they sold it.
I don't know when it was, but there were a handful of NTSC ROM final prototypes that were sent to Nintendo of Europe for items to be localized there, I believe. So it was like a US NTSC prototype, final version of the game, final ROM, and they sent them to Europe so they could turn them into, port them over, I don't know, do whatever they needed to do to make them work on a PAL system. A handful of those were found at one point by a collector, and those are a lot of the first parties that are out there. Like there's, I think, Wario Woods, there's Pac-Man Napco, even though that's not first party, but it has a similar label. Just neat in general.
Wow. Cheap. I would.
And being that this sold in Europe, I venture to say it probably came from that source.
That this seems low to me. Like you or I would give.
It seems very low to me. I'm talking like 2012.
Yeah.
I think I had the same prototype or similar one. I had one of these and I had a Pinbot, which were both first party, and a Kirby's and a Yoshi. God dang, I had good stuff. But I think I sold my Super Spike for like $800. So I don't know. Neat stuff. Oakley Dokley.
Yeah. What's this?
This is a factory sealed Dragon's Lair, the legend for the Game Boy. This is tough to find sealed. Really surprised that it only brought $355. I feel like an open copy of this would bring around $355. I want to say that this is done by two different publishers. This is the ImageSoft one. I can't remember what the other one is. So there's two versions of it. So cheap sealed raw game. Get out there and buy stuff. Support your local economy.
So what you're saying is there's deals to be had.
There's deals to be had. And then there are things like this that never show up for sale. A complete in box Aero Fighters that looks really nice.
Yeah, look at, I mean,
the manual looks like it could be pressed out, maybe. Includes a poster, has all the inserts in the baggie. Box looks really decent.
God, that box looks nice.
No.
There's a fold there, but I mean,
there's some creasing, but you're talking about the Mako River special here. Where did this sell from? Redlands, California. $6,730.
Man, what a nice copy.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay.
Yep. Collectors are alive and well buying video games. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for the Sony PlayStation 2. This is a 9.8A by WATA. I thought this was interesting. This is sold by Tidal Dreams, who is an active member of the Discord SAC community. Looks like it sold for $2,999.
Congrats.
Yeah, I assume it was paid for because it showed up on TerraPeak. So throwing it out there.
I don't follow that one specifically much. Is that high? Is that low? I mean, normally I would just pull it up.
I think it might be a little low from what a last sale is. Maybe the last sale was an A+.
Okay.
Maybe it's high.
Normally I would just pull it up, but I just don't.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Alrighty.
That's that. I do want to point out, I'm going to point it out. One of my friends, actually Eric pointed this out to me earlier. Yep. Hopefully he doesn't mind. He pointed out what's coming up in the signature, and I'm going to point out because I love Halo. So there you go. Sorry. Yep. You can plug your ears for a couple minutes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh is all I can say. If you love Halo 3.
What is it, Matt? Because some people are just listening.
Doesn't get any better than this. I mean, either way, no matter what you want out of Halo 3, you can get it both right here. You've got a WATA 9.8 A++. I don't think, I mean, maybe you can dumb luck into one of these. I've been collecting Halo for 12 years. I don't have a 9.8 A++. Good luck. And I was condition sensitive. So you've got that, but on top of it, you've got the Pontiac slip as well. So this is the Pontiac 9.8 A++. What does it say the slip grade on here? Is it 6.0? Okay.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's condition sensitive because these were shipped in bubble mailers out to the winners.
Yeah. And back when we had our little Halo collecting group in like 2013, 2014, all the other guys were just drooling even then over the Pontiac slips. And they're like, Matt, you got to get one. And I was like, I didn't care at the time. And it was stupid of me because I could have gotten a huge discount versus what I ended up paying for mine. But they're just crazy, crazy rare.
Yeah, it's cool to see it come to market. You know, we haven't seen one sell yet, so it's cool. 9.8 A++. Did you already say that is a first print in the sleeve?
I did not. Yeah, that is the USA.
I think it's important to note that
first print.
That's a first print. Like, if you if you like the esoteric thing of it being a Pontiac sleeve, which is really cool as a video game collector, it's fantastic. You know, one of 1,000 and numbered item. It's important to note that those are the true first prints, right? People got these a full day earlier than the standard release. So it's interesting. There is, however, no difference on the inside copy of the game inside the sleeve than your standard DNSB, do not sell before sticker. Yeah. Pretty cool. Oh, well, hey, Matt, what's first on the DNSB? Is it periods omitted or includes periods?
The first to own promotional copy.
Mm-hmm.
See, I think this is what WATA or Heritage was looking at when they were, and that's not right. Okay.
Okay.
So, this is the only, no, sorry, that's not the DNSB.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they have these listed out, because there's only one A++ on this whole. These are Mexico, and that's fine. There's going to be some, just that's standard. That's overall. That's made in Mexico. That's not, do not sell before.
So you have a Pontiac one, Matt?
I have a Pontiac with a USA do not sell before. That's a 98A+, and
but it's not on the pop report.
That's what I'm trying to figure out here as to why. Well, no, that's not true, because I think mine.
It just got categorized incorrectly on here, probably.
Yeah,
they didn't note the slip. So
something's weird here, and so I think this. Yeah, there's some confusion here, but that's
so
fine.
There is another 9.8, but it's only an A+.
Yeah, it's which would be, yeah, I have a 9.8A+ in this. So I'll be really curious.
I think that warrants a message to WATA to say why, what's going on.
This is nuts to me, though, that this exists, that it's for sale.
Yeah, give me one second. Keep talking.
I'm drooling over this. Yes, I will be bidding on this, but man, wow, it blows me away. Blows me away that it exists. It's one of my favorite games of all time, and I need to just shut up because you don't need to sit here and listen to me talk about this. But I wanted to throw it out there that this exists and that it's coming up for auction, and I'm really curious to see what it does. If I owned this, I would never, you would have to throw a price so big at me to move me off of it. Even mine, I just wouldn't. No,
that's fair.
So I'm gonna
Halo.
That's just me.
Sometimes you got to YOLO.
So sorry about gushing about that for a while. Halo fires me up. Let's go into the comments here. I'm gonna reshare my screen and check out the comments.
Check them out.
See what people are saying.
See what we got. People like you, Matt. They're saying, hey.
No. Hold on. Oh, it's the same thing. Oh, I see. I pulled up the wrong. Oh, okay. It is pulled up. Sorry for those technical difficulties.
Not pulled out.
Didn't pull it out.
Yeah.
Timothy. Yeah, we love the pop reports, man.
Video Game Collectors Podcast. We're gonna shout out Gamer Stocks again. That's what we're gonna do. Sponsored by Gamer Stocks. No, we're not paid either. I've used it this last week, and it's really an awesome site. Yep. Excited for
it. Thank you, everybody, for all your love and everything about my mom. I appreciate it. All of you. So many people have reached out. I really appreciate it. Thank you. One of the best dudes. Josh is just okay.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true.
Not wrong.
Heartfelt condolences. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Seriously. the best video game collecting podcast in the world. No exaggeration. There you have it. It's in stone. It's official. 10 viewers and we're the best. Awesome. Timothy again. Interested. Seems like CGC is going through the hiccups WATA did in the beginning. So that is a pretty much from the very oops.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I mean, companies are going to make mistakes. Nothing's going to be perfect.
Sure.
And as I've always said, it's how the companies respond when issues arise.
Yeah. Do they correct it? Are they cool about it?
Yeah, like
I don't know a single.
We want to use the services. We don't want to sit and nitpick them every day. So,
yeah,
how companies respond to their customer base is important. And I think they're going to have hiccups. WATA's still going to have hiccups. VGA is going to have hiccups. We just roll with the punches. So,
yeah. My condolences. Thank you. I appreciate it. Seriously, all you guys have been fantastic. Thank you for all the love and support. I really appreciate it. Shout outs to you are good guys. You don't know us well enough, do you? Or at least Josh.
That's a good dude. That's about it.
Yeah, if you knew all the good that Josh does behind the scenes, you would never question ever. Glad to see you back, man. Excited to see Kaplan. I guess Kaplan's on the show today.
Yeah. Sorry, HC.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. We'll get to that. Unfortunately, wasn't able to be here.
Thank you, VG. VG. Oh my God.
VG Collectaholic, man.
Yeah, I like it.
Is that how you say that? Because it's not that difficult.
It's a tongue twister for me, apparently.
Yeah. Okay.
I love this name though, Log Snacks. I love it. But yeah, he actually has a great question. Really liking these recent podcasts where you go through some of the recent auctions. I am just a casual video game collector, but I was wondering what your takes are on mint CIB collecting and how do you value them, as they seem to jump up massively in value compared to a close to mint copy. Thanks.
That's a great question. For me personally, I've always valued mint CIB significantly more than a nice copy or a near mint or decent copy. Yeah. I got very particular early on, I would say around 2011, 12, about the stuff that I wanted in my collection. And I unloaded a ton of stuff. And it was a nice weight off my chest. And it helped me refocus my goals. A lot of my stuff ended up living in storage for a while, but that's okay. I refocused. And then, I've not been very focused on things lately, but refocused my NES collecting to where I only want dead mint stuff. And I would pay a premium for that stuff even back then. So it is definitely, it's warranted. I think the price jumps are warranted based on condition. And it was only a matter of time before a grading company came along and put their stamp of approval on a 9.6 versus an 8.5. And I valued that immensely when WATA came out as a company, because I was the type of collector that really appealed to, because I kept these things CIB and nice box protectors for years. And I'm like, I would love to grade this because I'm not opening this to play it. It's 100% complete. I valued it more than a sealed copy that might have damage. And I needed a place that would encapsulate it, and VGA wouldn't. So yeah, that's where WATA got my business back then when they first started.
That's right. I totally forget that VGA doesn't do CIB.
I mean, that was it. Like, I was sold. I'm like, you'll do CIBs. Perfect. I have 50 mint ones I want to grade. So
yeah. It's just, I mean,
and I think it's also important to grade the not mint ones, right? It gives perspective of what exists in a collection. If you are a video game collector, if you're a set collector, 90% of the time, you're not a condition sensitive person. I'm not going to say everybody is like that, because they definitely aren't. But if you're set collecting, you were check it off the list, is done. Check it off the list, is done. Check it off the list, is done.
It's true.
I was like that. I am in some ways, but now I just buy mint. I'm picky with what I buy, If I go to Goodwill and find a stack of unplayed-ish Xbox games, I'll buy them.
I'm like that now. I mean, I'll fill in my collection holes with a lower grade and then hope to fill that later. Do it all the time. To complete a set.
Filling in holes on that.
Yeah, filling in holes. Even if it's sealed, I fill it in.
Yep.
That's the
So
trick.
I mean, I guess I hope that answers the question. I
Do
I
you,
think it's top grade stuff will always perform well.
how do you value them as they seem to jump? I just, if it's just absolutely dead mint, I
Well,
hold
I
on
think
to
it
it.
comes with a little bit of perspective too, like how long it takes to find something in such amazing condition. You know, you look and look.
It's impossible.
Mint CIB doesn't discriminate on variants, in my opinion. I don't care which version of the game it is. If it's mint, it's mint, and I'm going to buy it.
Yeah.
If I like variants, I like variants, but I also like it to be in perfect condition.
Yeah. Yeah. The fact that it's survived that long and it's in that condition, God, I can't help but want to throw it in some acrylic.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's just one of the acrylic cases with the slide bottom.
Yep.
That too. Okay. Oh my gosh. That's a long one. I think
Yeah, this
TCM.
is from, I believe, Kenneth Michael Stevens. I think this is his account, and he's a seller of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
And this was his comment, and I kind of had a conversation with him here. He brings up his points about how some of them are, you know, how hard they are to find, and he's not wrong. And we just talked about it a little bit in the replies. That's all, Matt. You can talk about it if you want.
Oh,
You
okay.
don't have to. So
Okay. No, well, I think this is where I picked up, the
yeah,
the
this is he's tracks this game. If I recall, he's a horror collector, and he tracks these particular titles, Halloween and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So kudos to him on that stuff, and going out and searching for it too. Like he knows because he's looked, and he's not wrong. So
Yeah.
I do think that there are other collectors that have them in their collections that are not internet posters. I think getting out to video game conventions and talking to those people would be his next best step if he wants to track more of these down.
But realistically, even if there were another 3 or 4, this thing is just still stinking crazy rare.
Yeah, but even then, if you want to like semantics, like, hey, this is what I know is out there, that's fair. But you got to go to those set collectors that do 2,600, because those guys are definitely out there. And the problem is they're not going to sell their games.
No,
Those dudes are just
lifers. They're lifers.
That's like a black hole. Like we talk about black holes and stuff of stuff disappearing. That's where those ended up. That's why you can only find 7.
Yeah.
That's why it's hard to find a matte sticker sealed Mario CIB, because they end up in collections and don't come out.
Nope. Just like you.
Yep. Glacier's in that Acid Jaguar's hood. Kaplan, how come you didn't text or call him? And he loves you, Matt.
And your mom.
I know.
Yep. Then thank you.
Yep. And this guy down here talking about EVO.
This guy.
Because I say I didn't play it. I'll go hop over on my retro USB power pack and download it.
He's got a really nice copy that he posted.
I saw that
after this. So yeah.
Yeah. And then we got Mr. Marty Pants down here with his CIBs. Look at that. We back, baby.
The one-man party. And then
baby got back.
Some
and
hot,
then you got this
hot girl that's giving me the huggy emoji.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. That's all of it. Thank you guys for all the love. Let's look
at those.
Look at those guys.
Yeah.
Clowns. Stop share.
I don't think I got anything else today, Matt.
No, I thought you had a win.
Yeah, I got a couple wins. I got a sealed Xanac off eBay. It's an 85B plus, no rev, really rare. It's got stickers and sticker residue over it. I looked it up and down. I don't see any tears. I'm going to crack this son of a bitch, and I'm going to clean it and regrade it.
Sweet. It's a B plus?
It's a B plus. I genuinely think that it will bump to
An
a if I get all the crap off of the box.
Yep.
So
I remember there was one point to where they would, it was probably way back in the beginning, that they would ding it decently for stickers.
mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
that's kind of adjusted.
This was the other one I picked up. It's a 90A.
Ooh.
The other
Sweet.
Michael Myers video game, not Halloween, but Wayne's World. Yeah,
Awesome.
I like to buy crap. Can I say? Don't
No,
judge me, Henry. Don't do it. Um,
what do I got? I just got some random stuff. I mean, this isn't even sealed game. It was just like it was Modern Warfare 2. It was just like a kind of like a tip book or whatever, and then it has
Just-
like a
so
calendar.
just the tip book, Matt.
Just the tip book. Yeah, that's what it says. Modern Warfare, just the tip book.
Just the tip book.
Yeah. Take your game further. With
Take your game further with just the
just
tip.
the tip.
Yeah.
And then I've been holding on to this for a while. I mean, sometimes you just get lucky and you find a gem and you buy it. And that's exactly what I did. This is the ultimate. It's got the 3 Burger King games in it. So sealed case back. Yes.
I'll be right back, Matt. Keep showing.
No. So I'm excited about this. I know some other viewers will be more than excited about this. Somebody that starts with a E and loves these games to death. I know they're the butt of jokes, but that just makes it funnier to buy them and collect them in the variants too. So now I've got multiple variants of the Burger King games, and I'm excited about it. So yes, it's not all about high-end, crazy, expensive games. It was like $5, and I'm excited about it. So there's that. And that's all I got. Oh no, that's not all I got. We were told that Kaplan was supposed to be on the show, but he couldn't make it. I know. Because he had to wash his tidy whities because while camping in Glacier National Park, a bear scared the poop out of him. Are you talking?
I was on mute. I'm glad he's okay.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay.
That's all that happens when you see a bear, man.
It scares the poop out of you.
Scares the poop out of you.
Yeah, I was keeping that one PG-13.
It's good.
Yep.
It's real nice, man.
So yeah, he's cleaning his shorts. Couldn't make it.
Yep. To recap, we got auctions going. I got auctions going on PWCC. There's auctions going on Heritage every week. There's auctions going on Golden every week. Common Connect's got some NWC and some other stuff going. Lots of goodies out there.
So I'm laughing at some future stuff.
Future.
Yep. Yeah. There's some deals to be had out there. I'm filling in some there's no way to say it without being dirty. I'm filling in some holes with some cool stuff for some great prices. I mean, I kind of feel bad for some of the sellers. But at the same time, I mean, it is an opportunity if you need to
yeah, don't be scared of selling though either. Like any market, you gotta, if you play in a collectible market like we do, it's gonna have its ups and downs. It's gonna roll, it's gonna do this and that, and stuff will always sell high and stuff will always sell low. Sometimes you'll get a deal, sometimes you won't. That's just how video game collecting is, and collecting anything really. So
sometimes you got to just move some product to buy some other stuff that you really want.
ain't that the truth?
Yep.
All right, I got nothing else.
Okay.
Leave
your thoughts and comments below. We read them, obviously. Let us know what you have any questions. Happy to answer those. Hope you enjoy the new formats and the more consistency. We appreciate you all. We love you all. Thank you for watching and being part of this. and we're gonna do some cool stuff in the future. I'm excited to get back into the giveaways and stuff, and maybe even some of the custom games like we talked about years ago. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun. So
I think that'd be a lot of fun. Video game collecting is meant to be fun. It's
not
not meant to be taken too seriously. And if you take it too seriously, maybe you need to get your head checked.
Do I need to get my head checked? That's it. That's all I got.
All right.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. And we'll see you again soon.